Hey, what's going on, guys? What's going on? I thought maybe I'll share a video with you while I'm up and while my mind is really ticking and just trying to do some articulate things, you know, with myself and outside of what I'm doing, and not only just with the dogs, but just other adventures that I gotta, go through and task and so forth and so forth. But like I said, once again, I do it for the breed. I do it for the breed. That's what it's about, man. The breed is so important to, you know, to America. It's just so important when you think about it. I don't did a video just describing or illustrating to what's going on with the breed, and we fight so hard to keep this breed alive, but keep it more keep the imagery of it that's supposed to be, you know, for these dogs to have, and so just pretty much this video just like say the old time and say shooting the shit, or just got some things on my mind that I just really want to talk about for a little bit. And that's what I do it for. I do it for the breed because I love it, man. When you love it, you just love the breed, man. You just love it, man. And so now, when I was younger, like, around 5, 6, 7, 8, just looking at these dogs, and I always got it. I love to, go back and reminisce. You pretty much see that in a bunch of my video, because I appreciate where I came from, or I'm thankful where I came from, you know what I'm saying, and what I don't learn in the midst. And now I get a chance to witness of me doing some collective things with these dogs and raising these dogs, So that's definitely a beautiful thing, and to be able to witness that you got some good blood, you got some good stock, and people wanting to come to you, but also, you making out a good contractual agreements that, that's what I always tell people, you stand on your word. That's all you got. If you ain't got nothing else to offer me, just stand on your word. What was said, that's all I ask for. And that's keeping the code, man. And that's how a lot of times whenever the game, when the game was on this apex level, that's what it was. Now it was a lot of, cutting corners and people, trying to cut their own way and cut some shortcuts and do some shicey stuff, but a lot of them got, nipped to the butt because of the the broad way that the American Pit Bull Terrier had, regardless. So if they were doing anything shicey, like I said, it would have stood out like a thorn. You hurry up and say, oh, this such person, you don't. But now it's everybody that's doing almost the same identical thing, but they'll say, well, somebody got over on me, but they trying to get theirs, stabbing. And that's one thing I don't do. I don't got time to be messing with nobody hard earned money. You come and get something from me, it's all love. I'm gonna give you the best of the best. It ain't gonna be just throwing something out there. I'm gonna give a full description of what my dog do, what time it's gonna do, because I know my dogs. I watch them. I be around them, and I'm just kind of, a little upset with myself because I haven't really been able to put the full effort that I need to, or the anticipation that I need to with these dogs. But that's gonna come too. I ain't tripping. Everything happens for a reason, and everything is all about timing. So, but the more you have anticipation with these dogs, the more you're gonna get better, and the more you see what you got going on with your dogs or your kennel, the more you're gonna try to improve, because you got to improve. You got to keep improving. That's what we do it for. You can't just expect certain things to go your way all the time. That's like, me personally, when I got into this blood, and I'm just, like I said, I'm just venting a little bit. I got into this blood. I seen where they had, several dogs. Well, he used Sinclair, he used Daniel's son, and then he used Mr. November. But mainly, a bunch of, Mr. November dogs, that was pretty much running around. on his yard, and that's pretty much where I got mine pretty much based, but it's pretty much line bred off of Mr. November, you know what I'm saying? But and I'm very fine with that decision I made. But I got, being 10, man, he showed me so much. So I just don't want to have a bunch of yard full of one dog, one stud on the yard. I want to give every dog that I feel like, in my eyes, that's a prospect potentially to start his own family or her own family, and that's the whole goal. But yeah, so we just coming this early AM, got up, and this weekend I'm off, so I can get to do some more things around with them and spend some more time with them. And it takes that. If you want to be at a certain level, or a certain plateau, or have a certain business about yourself with these dogs, man, you're gonna have to go to the exceedingly, overboard, you know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have to indulge more things to help your situation out with these dogs so you can be able to handle them. And you got to spend time with them, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I said I ain't gonna beat myself up with not having the time to just walk, but a lot of things, like I said, people know that I said this, getting back on my feet. 3 months I was out, 3.5 months I was out, and then just trying to catch up on everything that I got behind in, and a bunch of stuff that was been going on. And sometimes that'll fade the vision sometimes, because you get discouraged. A lot of doubts come in, and you feel like you ain't winning, but you got to stay strong, man. You got to stay strong. You gotta keep walking that yellow big brick road, because if you don't, and the vision that you have and the vision I got, man, it's bigger than everything. So, and I understand that, and that's what I told some people that I be talking to. I said, man, you got to understand the vision is always bigger than the person is. But if you just stick with it and allow you to keep dotting your I's and crossing your T's, man, you'll see some beautiful things and work out for you. And like I say, I be talking to some guys, he was just like, my man's, we were talking about, and another guy that I would talk to, he like, man, how the heck you sold Jason? I was like, man, it ain't even about that, man. It's about, making sure the client is happy, number one, and I'm giving him my best. I can procreate that. That's my whole mind. When I do a breed and I'm sitting there looking at it and I'm calling people and asking how these dogs doing, because I knew what they were going to do, but it's just a matter of time, you know what I'm saying? And plus, I want some more insight on these dogs, how they acting, what are they doing. And out of that Sky and Obsidian and Sky litter, man, all them dogs, man, that's all they saying. They super smart. They got a nice high prey drive. They're obedient. They'll work, man. That's the things that you want to hear. So now my man's, what I called him, he got Jason. He was like, man, he said, bruh, he said, I got an ace, man. He said, bruh, I got an ace. I said, but I told you what you was getting before you even got it. And I really didn't want to sell him, but to make him happy, he drove all the way, and he was about his business, so I'm about my business. And so I told him, I said, man, I want something off little Jason, you know what I'm saying, with that blue eye, because I told y'all before I was going to keep that trademark with Sky. And that's that's something signature, that blue eye. I want to keep that in it, you know what I'm saying, just as well as Jason, how he got that black and white brindle like his great grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Sinclair J, he looked just almost identical to his his grandmother, great grandmother. And like I said, that's a trademark. The genetics don't lie. So, but he looked good, but I think she still look a little better. But I almost got that look back that I was wanting, like I said. And we would just be laughing about that. Because he was like, man, I want that one right there. I like this one. So, and it's just, it just tickles me how people, say, certain things about this ain't this and this ain't that. Why are the dogs working? I said, why are they working? Why are they working if this ain't, and everybody, they give me credit and they give me, and, sometimes it'll boost your head up, but I don't I need that fuel, but at the same time, I still keep myself humble enough to understand, look, I'm still going back to the drawing board. Even though I made this, I'm still going back to the drawing board. But all I got to say about that and them 5 dogs that came out there, I stay in contact with all the owners. That's all they say. Them dogs, they're good. They got a nice prey drive. They're very obedient. Good results come behind when you produce something good. And that's why it's a must that you get and look at how your dogs are bred and acting, because you don't ever know. You could put something together that could last a decade or better, just by one little formula. And that's the one thing that I'm understanding. So me personally, I've been doing a lot of the inbred, line bred, but a lot of times when it's inbred and line bred, they are like first, second cousins, some of them third. But that Sky and Obsidian breeding, they was half brothers and sisters and like third cousins on the bottom. So that's why I get that line bred, inbred. And that's been working, man. It's really working. And then, like I said, that breeding, when like I said, when I break it down, all it does is put back. Whenever I look at Alex the Great, you got Demon Lido and Alexa, which is Sky's great uncle and aunt. So that puts that back on the top. Then you got on the bottom, with the Goya Bean, which is her great aunt. So it's a bunch of good things, and then it makes them like third cousins. So it's a bunch of good things. So I'm keeping the pure Slim Jim, which on the bottom. I put that back up in there. Then I put the Slim Jim with the Sinclair stuff, which is Gizmo and Mr. November, back up in there. Boom, put that back, and then it made a good concentrated, formula to come out with these dogs. They got a certain look, they got a certain attitude, they got good bones, they got thick hide, they got really, nice little prey drive, and they still balanced. That's the good thing I like about it. And another thing about that breeding, Sky and that litter, her and her sister, they like to talk, if you know what I mean. Only the pit bull lovers know. Like some dogs, they whine, they talking to you. She love to do that, her and her sister. And I think, man, that's where that intelligence come at, because, man, she's super intelligent. And that's what I want to continue to breed, super intelligent, but also game dogs just as well, athletes just as well. And man, it's just all is coming to life, man. And I keep going back to that drawing board, and that's the main thing. Keep going back. I ain't just trying to just put something together and just make some money. Nah, it ain't about that. It's just putting something together that can last, like I said, a decade or better, just off one little formula that I got, or one breeding. And see, now since I'm getting so many hand claps on this breeding, and I'm getting all these good results, I'm gonna probably repeat this breeding. She came in heat like maybe a month and a half, almost 2 months ago. I could have did it back over again, but I let her skip. I said, I ain't worrying about it. When she come back in the next time, we'll probably do a repeated breeding. Because that litter was they was really intelligent. They prey drive was where they needed to be. They was super obedient. The ones that was doing obedient had, cause like how many? I think my I talked to, my mentor, he said his wife loved his dog. The other guy from South Carolina, he said, I love the dog, because he was just asking, man, you got any up and coming breedings? And let's see, who else? I ain't talked to the guy in Denver about his dog, but I'm pretty sure the dog doing good. And then I talked to my mans in Oklahoma. He said, man, them dogs, he said the Sky, because he named his dog Sky, because she got two blue eyes. But he said, man, she's super smart, super intelligent. Now, the other dog, he said, because he do the obedient thing too, he said, now, he's pretty a little stubborn, but he can get by. And then my mans, they got Jason. He said, man, this dog, man, he said, he just ace, and that's the thing I like to hear, man. You know how much fuel that gives me to hear that when these dogs doing that, and it ain't no, what I'm saying, or no guessing. I know my blood. I've been around this blood since 2016. I know it. I studied it. I knew what I wanted to do when I did it. You know what I'm saying? And I knew how I was gonna, set things up, set my format up, set my formula up, set my ingredients up, set my blend up of how things was going, because the way I wanted to do it, and I keep telling y'all this, so this for any new customers, new clients that come, or somebody that's wanting to ask about any dogs. The stuff is so tight, I don't need to double up on none of these dogs. Even my Ben 10, even though he's a 5'8", I don't need to double up on it. All I need to do is just keep the mixed in good. Mix the ingredient up. Sometimes we could just dabble, put this in, a dabble of this, a dabble of that. And we'll be where we need to be just with an amount of time. So we think, okay, I'm gonna double up on this to make this. No, I want to keep all them old school dogs up in there much as I can. And I already know, I kind of went over my mind. It crossed my mind. You're gonna have to breed out to breed better. But my thing is this: if I can keep them in there, where they in there, and I don't care if they in there like at 1/16 or 1/8, I'm still good with that, as long as they down up in there. But I know you gotta breed out to create better, and that's fine. But I always want to just be able to go back into. That's the whole idea of going back into making the family, staying concentrated, making the family stick out when you breed into another outcross of dogs, making it stick out. You're gonna see, hey, sometimes you're gonna say, man, that's why them dogs acting like that. And it could be coming from both families, but you can intensify, or you can encourage, or you can very much compliment two families, especially if they good and they've been, thriving for X amount of time, and you can see these things come out of these two families, and you say, man, this got to be coming out from this. And then when you have when they have pups or whatever, and you say, man, this straight coming, this look like your stuff, man. I said so, but that's one of the things. And like I said, I was up early, got up, did my little, prayer thing, and manifest, because I'm still trying to get some pureness and some things out of me to make me great, you know what I'm saying, and see me live out my dreams, you know what I'm saying, and especially with these dogs. I really want to live out the dreams. I got some really big plans. I got some future acquisitions that'll really help this breed out, and so forth. So, but yeah, man, we got some big plans. I was gonna, like I said, I thought I was gonna slow down, but why slow down? I ain't gonna slow down. Ain't no need for me to slow down. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and we gonna, hopefully we can get some more of my blood out to good hands, and they gonna work them, and they gonna just stand out like a thorn. That's the whole idea. Like I said, I had to keep coming back to my boys, but all the guys that I met, that when they, these guys that been dealing with these dogs X amount of time and X amount of years, I got to give them a shout out. Sinclair, Slim Jim, Bullyfoot. I got to give y'all guys a shout out, man, because if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't have what I have. And also, I thank y'all for just doing what y'all did, because now it helps me out in a certain way that I can continue to, to have this stuff to be able to blossom. And the way y'all was going about it, y'all did a good job. Y'all did a great job of what y'all going about it. So, but I'm gonna redirect some of that thing and go my way about it. And like I say, once again, I'm thankful to have this blood. I really am, and to really get my blood back on the verge where it need to be, because mine was almost extinct at one time. It was definitely extinct. Like I say, if I would never had my Lackey's Brit dog, and and purchased this Lonzo Green with Eli Bolio and bred with that, yeah, mine would have been gone. I would just and I would have been cool with just starting with his. That would have been cool, but it came out to be a really, really good mixture. It really did, because a lot of stuff complemented each other, like Eli, all this stuff, the Tombstone Bolio, that did. But I'm gonna try to break my bloodline and try to break the two lines down and give y'all a full understanding, and try to do my best at what I don't see. And sometimes, me, like I said, I'll go back to the drawing board with certain things, because if I feel like I missed something, then, you know, I'll go back. But I'm gonna try to break that down. I'm gonna take time to really break the line down, and I'm gonna do a video up on it soon, just breaking it down and what I think why they are just clicking the way they clicking. And it could just be, man, just the brood stock of the Lonzo Greenwood, Eli Bolio, and the kind of, mine wasn't really brewed just because my dog, my Lackey's Brick, was 75% of his dad Lackey. It just could have been just two good families just coming together. And that could be another thing, but a lot of the two families would come together. They was complement each other, and it don't matter how far back it go, it can still complement each other. You can bring something, you can go back and then bring it back up front, even if it coming off a different strand of Tombstone Bolio. You can still complement and bring it back up. But that's another thing to talk about. But like I said, I don't get y'all about 20 minutes, man. I'm just, I'm really venting. Super excited about, just interceding with this breed and with this line, with this strand, where I'm going, what direction. And that's the things that we need to know, especially as the up and coming breeders that wanting to get in this and do it on their own terms. And you definitely can, and I don't explain to a lot of times, just make sure you evaluate what you're doing. And, keep majority of them. If you're going to let something go out, make sure they go out to the right hands, the people that's going to, be thankful that they're getting some of it, and being able to be a part of what you creating, and what your purpose behind what you creating, that's going to, do what it's supposed to do. And that's what you do. That's what you breed for. You breed to allow them dogs to do what they supposed to do. That's what you supposed to breed for. I mean, and that's what I breed for. I'm looking at these dogs. See, me, I keep saying this over and over so y'all can get a feel or whiff of what's going on, and get I'm just trying to make a signature for my own self, a lane for my own self, with these dogs, to having balanced dogs that know how to turn off and on. And that's what I really want to create. And see, when I talked to my mans that got Jason, he was like, boy, I wish I had 100 of Jasons. and it just tickled me, because my man was like, he was like, bruh, this dog, he said, man, this dog an ace, man. He said, bruh, and I said, bruh, the thing of it is, I knew what I was creating when I done it. I knew what I was creating before I even bred Sky. I said, I already knew, so I broke the pedigree down in my own, in my own way, in my head, and I thought about it. I said, man, this would be great to breed this back with this, because they half brother, half sister. And we got to understand, when you go that half is just as better than doubling up on a dog or inbreeding a dog. That half is, it brings a lot to the table when you do that half. I'm telling you, it does. I'm telling you, once you understand the calculations and adding and subtracting in that ped stat, man, you gonna go to a whole nother level. And like I say, big shout out to my mans. He helped me out too. I ain't forgot about you, bro. I promise you. I'm just trying to handle some things on my end. He helped me out with my pedigree, and man, and now I get to really just go back and them Williams dogs, to really see how they was really bred. I knew how they were bred, but it's just it gets complicated when you got a 7 generation right here, and you gotta look at it, and you still try to look up these dogs, but now it's online. I can look at it and go this, that, and third. That's why I say I'm gonna take the time out and break this pedigree down, and just figure out what's really making these dogs. That's my main thing right now, and I think I got it figured out, but I'm like I'm right on it. Like I'm on the nail. Like, how the nail just beating down. I'm right on there. So, and that'll let me know what I have for the near future. Like, why is these dogs acting this way? And you gotta know why they acting this way. And like I said, this could be just the brood of it. It could be just the blood so concentrated, and the way that 4-way blend is, the Lonzo Green with Eli Bolio, the way it's blend good, and the way it's concentrated good, and with my stuff that's complementing it, that could be it too. But I just want to put some more more illustration. I want to put some more clarity to it so y'all guys can understand, my clients can understand, and about what's making these dogs do the way they do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let me get out of here, man. I just wanted to vent. I haven't did a video. I just wanted to vent a little bit. I'm up, man. It's good to get up early before you set your day, because you don't know what could be, coming your way, some unexpected things, and you getting up there, getting your mind and having your mind cleared, and you able to, just move forward in life by getting up, meditating, and then, getting all your, that's coming against you, the negativity and stuff, getting all you got, you got to be able to stand. Definitely got to be able to stand. But yeah, I'm at 25 minutes. I might just go another 5 more minutes, give y'all 30 good minutes, pretty good. But yeah, we got some good things, man, going. All wheel kennels of the Carolinas, man. We got some good things that's gonna be really good, futuristic acquisitions that's gonna help us in the long run. That's gonna help us in the long run. And like I say, I can't tell you now, because tell you now, you know what I'm saying, some people could steal the idea. And not saying they ain't already doing it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't keep up with the world. I know I just, keep up what I keep up with, focus on what I need to focus on to get to where I need to get to. And so I'm just putting a little more and more time and depths in and putting what I need to do to keep this breed of dog, this strand of dogs, to where they need to be at. And I'm gonna make my boys, my peoples proud. And see, and that's another thing, man. That's a whole nother topic. But when we get this bloodline, when you get a good solid bloodline for somebody, and it's thriving and it's doing what it's supposed to do, you're supposed to take pride and joy of getting it from the next man, and not, you don't got to follow their same footsteps, but you got to be, proud enough to say, look, I'm gonna keep this blood up and keep it going and put it in the right hands and stuff and so forth. But yeah. Hope y'all really enjoyed this, by me venting a little bit, man, and expressing myself in the early AM. Yeah, so I'm gonna be messing around with the dogs and whatnot, and today, and I hope it be warm like it was yesterday. I can get out and do some things and stuff. So, but we're gonna make the impossible possible. That's what we doing, and we're gonna keep our dogs at a good working man's price. That's what we're gonna keep it to. Like I said, I do it totally for the breed, man, and I love to have them good results. I love to have the plaques or whatever I can hang on my wall. Certain breeds I did, I said, oh man, this did good, or this certain did good. You know what I'm saying? And so, but yeah, man, we definitely had some good things, and I've really been battling with a whole bunch of things, in the last, these last shit. I've been working for about almost 2 months, so about 5 months. The AC people been on me about some little simple stuff, and had a couple dogs that that's not with me just due to certain things. But I ain't afraid to tell the world, because I stand on business. I stand on truth. I stand on honor. And only way you're gonna, to be who you are, or to sustain who you are, unless you tell. You know what I'm saying? I ain't ashamed. Stuff happens. But yeah. But I'm, like I said, I'm every day I get a chance to be able to get up here and speak to y'all, or speak with myself as I look in the mirror, speak with my wife, my daughter. Hey, it gives me fuel to be better every day. But let me get out of here. But all wheel kennels at your service, man. I hope y'all really enjoyed this video. It was just pretty much venting and shooting the shit this morning, just talking about some things. But we probably end up doing that Sky and Obsidian breeding again. We'll probably do it, since I got a lot of good results. She only had 5. That was a great number. I like a small number instead of having it. Next time she might have more, but that might be, what she throws out. So we probably gonna do the repeated breeding again, most likely, because it got some really solid results from that. And she's a very smart dog. I'm talking about smart. But y'all have a wonderful starting your day off, day Friday. Man, enjoy, be safe, and we're gonna keep doing some things, man. Putting things in the pot. We cooking over here. We're gonna keep the pot cooking so we can be able to serve. We can serve you. All right, y'all have a good one.